Alright, I can imagine how we would go about getting past this barrier, given things I've found.
Hey, you remember making our own gunpowder?
Of course. Dad caught us trying to blow up Principal Boyson's beehives.
We need to blow up this wall.
I don't know if we could make a hole big enough to all fit through, but we could try.
If Pooch can fit, I'm sure she'll go through for us.
Yeah, she might. Just make sure you ask nicely, Mark. She isn't a tool. She deserves a choice. Give me the explosive and I'll set it up.
Recommend leaving. Mark, no! Or not Mark. Brother. Brother who's not named Mark. Don.
Oh, that hole is way too small for me. Don, here's a bed back.
Affirmative.
Could you get through there? I'm not sure what's on the other side of this wall, but I know you can handle it.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. If I do not return, know that I was struck down in the line of duty, entering unknown terrain.
Good luck, soldier.
Know that I was struck down in the line of duty. What? Oh. I wasn't Pooch yet. You press the Pooch button to become Perch.
This is beautiful.
I do appreciate the detail that whenever you play as Pooch, the world physically looks different. Because that's how she works, and she analyzes everything differently. Biomatter detected. Limestone. Ossified. Organic matter. Unidentified source. Structural integrity, 98%. She's so much faster than Leslie.
I wish I could just stay here.
Maybe you can. Just tell Mark to fuck off. You've got to look out for number one. That big thing's unnerving looking. The fever tree. Valkyria Xeno fever tree.
So peaceful.
African club moss. Yeah, she doesn't. She only has a. It's weird. She says stuff like, "I wish I could stay here. It's so peaceful." Like she's written like. Largely like a human character would be written, with her observations and dialogue and so on, but then like you highlight things and her way of observing things is entirely literal, with no additional interpretation or emotional attachment.
That must be the Biome seeding device.
Is that the Biome seeding device? Did somebody lose it?
This down.
Didn't somebody lose it on the way somewhere? Like, how are they transporting it? Structural integrity, 54%. Backup power node. Oh, that's it turning off. I have to like, get them all turned off in time or something? There's something going on there. Maybe this is a detail about that? Was there glowy bits back here? What is draining right now? What? The meter only seems to go down while I'm in that view. I'm not sure this mini game makes any sense to me. Why is there blood over here? What just happened over here? Blood came spewing out? Okay, so maybe this diagram is indicative of some kind of what's going on up there again? What? The fuck? Weird. Can I look at the diagram from here? There's 3 on top, 3 on the bottom. Seems to like indicate you go around them in like a pattern like that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I really just solve it in that exact... God damn it. Right when I was about to sort of learn what was going on, I accidentally solved it, basically. Alright, that was a little weird. Well, there we go. I guess we got it. So I guess I was supposed to start up here, then go around. So the idea is you would do them all in the order that they're presented, basically. But then you would do this one last, despite it being the one that you're first accessible to. You're supposed to start at the top of the diagram and go to the bottom. And the level around you is not shaped that way, so you have to kind of notice the diagram. But I was about to do it in the opposite order, but because the first note of that was the last one that was left to input to win, it didn't matter. This thing is in bad need of repairs. This thing's also in need of repairs. Is there anyone around that will repair things for me? The first character I met seemed interested in that kind of stuff, but he vanished immediately and I never saw him again.
Begin scan. This is miraculous. but Kosh is disgusted that you would place this dirty thing anywhere near the sensor equipment. Maybe Kosh is projecting. Kosh likes the way you try. End scan.
Kush likes the way you try. Look at my little robot.
Begin scan. Amazing. Kosh is excited. The dregs of a washerwoman would smell sweeter. Ending this waste of time scan.
I always think I need to click on codex when I don't. We've had a lot of conversations, haven't we? Oh boy. Huh. Need to touch base on where I left off with a number of objectives here. I guess the next step should be to go back to the void, or the rift, or whatever it was called, the tear.
There's something engraved on here.
What? The gold phallus! The phallus has a crude poem engraved on it. Today, Father Emerson did something that he had never done before. He called on Bakir and Doomsage to settle a tiny score. While the traitor Metalbaum cried out to his friends for help, Bakir and Doomsage carefully removed his scalp. It's not where I thought the golden phallus was going. Surprisingly, there is still gold to be had. Did it say codex updated? But why? Is that gonna come up later? Because like it feels weird that like it's being set up like it's gonna matter. Which is not the thing that I thought would come up again. I can see if the guy here wants to say... Oh, he does want to say something. Other than that, I need to figure out the nest situation.
I see you have returned, Wanderer. The bones perceive your future and past. They call to you.
I'd like to speak about what we found hidden in the glossolalia.
There is much in there. Old books, shattered dials, dead vines. The maidens are banned from going inside, for it is too dangerous.
Are you hiding something in there?
Hiding? In the glossolalia? No, never. There's nothing in there. Nothing but books and dust. But if you have found something there, it is something that is a great shame to me. You know, you have seen it. I can see it etched on your face. To think I had true magic in my hands. I used that magic once for myself. If my maidens discovered that I had wasted that to create something so selfish, I brought them here. I squandered a chance to make this place whole again. They would never forgive me. They would leave. Be truthful. Is my garden still flourishing?
It's still beautiful. It's proof that life can return to this wasteland.
Thank you. Tell me no more. I am sorry. Shame has bound me to this place. I am rusted. I will never move again. But my maidens deserve more. They are in dire need of replacement parts. With the warden open, I can help them. Would you be so kind as to pass on a note to a trader at the kettle? It is a list of what we need. On your return, I will provide a gold item for your time. And of course, I will provide the trader with payment. Please, do not mention my maidens or the secrets you have learned here. The maidens and the garden are all that old Lebanon has left in this world.
Lebanon list. Yeah, he's just completely trapped here. He looks like he was on tank treads before. A list of items Lebanon needs to prolong his life at the boneyard. A list for the kettle.
You sound so sad. What are you looking at?
Oh, you know, the game. It's an endless parade of distressing things. I think we still need to explore most of this area, don't we? But I've got a few things to take care of, and if I don't take care of them now, I'm gonna struggle to remember them. Let's do our best. So we'll go by the kettle, then I'll visit the tear, and I'll have to figure out who I want to help here. Maybe do the rounds and talk to people a bit. I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to reconcile, for example, the doctor and the moss. I know I don't want to help the nests because they're distressing. If anything, they look like they're gonna join together against.
Do you guys ever stop complaining?
Who? Who's doing the complaining? Goodbye, fellas. Ah. That's the golden phallus is only worth 1 point.
Change your mind on selling me the old buffalo?
Nope,
How much for the leg?
not for sale.
Everything is for sale. Just gotta find the right price.
I've got something important to talk about. I've got a friend who needs the help of a local trader.
Well, happy days. It so happens I'm a local trader. Is this friend poor? Because I have enough poor friends. Any gold we have leaves pretty fast.
This is a list of the stuff he needs. And yes, he can pay.
Sure. Looks extensive. Lots of stuff worth lots of credits.
The deal is all yours if you want it. But it's a far trade, off in Sharon.
Geron, you say? I heard that the Bass Warden was on the map again. Okay, Chief, I'll do it. I got no gold, but I can give you information.
It's a deal.
I can tell you about... You've met a flay. Well, here is a juicy secret, nah? Those bristle worms of theirs were actually bred to be food. Meat. Apparently they taste like spicy chicken. The witnesses grow them nice and big. I had an uncle who swore it was true. That's the best I can do. This list has the delivery details. I'll arrange it, Chief.
Good man.
Oh no. I guess that shouldn't be that surprising. So the bristle worms themselves were bred as a food source. And over time they got out of hand, and turns out they can like take over people's bodies. which is distressing, but I guess it potentially explains part of why they were like in such a hurry to cook them up. Apparently it's a good shit. At this point, I'm almost numb to finding semi-horrifying things out about food. I'm curious if there's any dialogue to be had with Anna Taylor. Is she gonna be willing to talk to me? People haven't necessarily been talking to me lately. Insert upgrade board. Is she just a dead end or something? Like, this is the microboard tailored to infect and erase the command module. I'm trying to not delete her. It seems to be the only interaction I can have with her anymore. Alright, well, back to the moss. Seems like I'd rather side with the moss than the nest. Because the nest wants to spread and infect everything and just keep growing. Using any materials around it just to keep building more nanomachines, most likely. Which can go really bad if it's able to spread to the entire world. Whereas the moss seems to be a cowardly, non-violent plant creature that hides away in caves and just wants to grow. It has an initially monstrous appearance, but it doesn't really appear like it's planning on doing anything. Just being another life form.
Hey, civilian.
The most off-putting part is definitely this, which looks like an infected person. But it's never remarked upon. I've never been given any reason to think that it'll grow out of people. I don't know. It almost seems to be some kind of like initial experiment that this is all based from. Or its origin point on the ship or something. Yeah. You have these weird squid things flying around, you got all these things, which seem to be intelligent, just kind of wandering. They don't appear to be made of people or infecting people. I think that they said the root was the oldest one out of all of them. In which case, maybe the moss was created in a person, but it doesn't seem to actually infect people or need them to survive after that. I think they said the root was the oldest one. Yeah. I've made a mistake, though. I'm all focused on what I'm going to do with the biome seeding device. But this is actually still a dead end. It's a dead end until I can figure out where to repair it. So I guess I should keep exploring the area. sorry. My mistake coming back here. Got all fixated on the fact that I got the thing that we were trying to get so hard to get, but like it doesn't work. That's maybe also why I can't talk to Anna Taylor. I haven't actually proceeded. I just was remembering the fact that I had that more so than the fact that it was broken, because it's just that's actionable. I know where, I think I at least know where I'm supposed to take the seating device, but I don't really necessarily think that I know where to take a, where I'm supposed to take the, take it to get fixed. Let's try the next thing on the list, right? Boss launch platform. Just another objective point to try to juggle for now. I don't think I have anyone in mind that would repair things that I would have met yet. Do I? Because I feel like if I knew that somebody would repair my stuff, I probably would have tried to get the buddy bot repaired by now. And that doesn't ring a bell.
Huge energy discharges ahead.
Flippin' hell, this is kinda cool.
It is. But also, am I on the verge of dying right now? It's not currently freaking out on me.
How do we get down there?
Guess I should save, just in case. How do we get down there? Oh, it's a broken bridge. Yeah, that would do it.
No way the buffalo can land in this.
I'm trying to see what these things are. Are they just cables? I think they might just be electrical cables freaking out. The enormous engines stand dormant on the launch pad. Drifts of sand and ash have piled up over the years. Get the reactor geolocation. Management diverted to reactor workbench terminal B. Plasma output normal. Reactor system online. What am I looking at around here? Yeah, there seem to be electrical conduits. They're just freaking out.
Careful, Marky. That electricity looks dangerous.
Around here, I can more clearly see that it looks like cables that are bound together. 'Cause obviously, they gave off like a biological tentacle vibe at first, so I had to figure out what I was looking at. Floating skeleton. A human skeleton looks eerily angelic as it hovers in the electrical air. The area is so charged that everything around here is floating. Cars, even skeletons. Live cables block the path to the weapons platform. Alright, well, I don't think we're gonna do much more here. Did I just add a location to my map, though? When I got the geolocation? The boss ruins. I think I did. Yeah. That seems new. Oh, these things keep taking me to the wrong spots. There we go. Alright, this should take us somewhere.